Hey guys, Dylan here. Now, some of you guys may just know me as that Christian guy, but for most of you guys who've been here for the whole 5 years my channel has existed, you will know that I used to do commentaries a lot, especially video commentaries shitting on other channels. I used to do that for most of 2016. Well, today is going to be one of those days where I look at a channel. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing this. It's just after watching one of this channel's videos, I had to do a video on it. I knew I had to talk about this because this shit is absolutely stupid with just how little effort this guy puts into his videos. Now, normally I wouldn't mind if Joe Schmo decided to make a terrible Sonic video where he plays with his dolls and shit, or terrible Fortnite content. I don't mind that shit. I don't care about that shit. Yeah, it's cringy, but there's like 10 other channels out there, 10,000 other channels out there that'll talk about terrible, cringy shit. But this channel did something special. This channel decided to straight up plagiarize another YouTuber, a forgotten and long gone Sonic YouTuber who has been dead for over a year now. Not literal, but his channel has been dead. That being Cybershell. This channel uploaded a video known as Sonic the Hedgehog Screensaver. Now, I'm not saying you can't do Sonic the Hedgehog the screensaver, but this guy literally copies Cybershell almost word for word. We are gonna watch his video, and you can just see all the times where he blatantly copies Cybershell. So, let's look at this video and rip it a new asshole today on DHT.
So last night I found out about something called the Sonic and Knuckles pack, which was basically Sonic and Knuckles for the PC in the 90s.
Okay, so it showed that photo, and it's an introduction of him saying that he just did something involving that game. Let's play a Cybershell's video.
Recently I discussed the Sonic and Knuckles collection, released in 1997 for the PC.
So, it looks like they had the exact same fucking photo. Oh, that's because they do. They have the exact same photo, and they're both using Sonic 3 levels in the background, except for one is the Mania version, and the other one is the standard Sonic 3 level, but there's still Sonic 3 levels in the background. The aesthetic is similar. It's weird. It's weird how similar it's already started out, but let's continue. Let's see.
And all I know is that it had really bad music, so I do my research into it.
We'll see how much of research he did. By research, he means he looked up a video called Sonic the Hedgehog the Screensaver and decided to copy that word for word.
Cool stuff, but what really caught my eye was the Sonic the Hedgehog Screensaver.
However, I forgot to talk about something extremely important. What I didn't mention was that the American and European releases came with a program known as Sonic the Hedgehog the Screensaver.
Oh, look, the same photo and the same introduction. How weird. How weird that that 18 seconds in and 19 seconds in, they're almost identical. That's pretty strange, isn't it?
For those of you 13-year-olds who don't even know what a screensaver is, back in the Stone Ages, the computers basically used cathode ray tube monitors to fill the screen with moving images to prevent phosphor burn-in.
Okay. So that's a joke. That's a good joke you got there. Let's see if it's familiar.
Which was released as a standalone product in Japan the previous year. To all you goddamn motherfucking 13-year-olds who don't even know what a screensaver is, well, back in the Stone Ages we used cathode ray tube monitors, and there were these programs that filled the screen with moving images to prevent phosphor burn-in.
So the exact same fucking joke as Cybershell, just slightly toned down to have less curse words because you're a kiddo who can't say that many curse words out loud or else your mom's gonna take away your cell phone. I know it's a tablet or a smartphone that you're doing this from because you got a Cyberlink Power Director watermark on the side of this video. And so you can't curse or else mommy's gonna get mad at you. But you take his joke word for word. You take his images and then you slap it into your video. This is a blatant rehash of his video. You're even almost at the exact same time marker.
So as you would expect, as the images on the screen right now, or GIFs as you would call it nowadays, it basically filled the screen with moving images. with Sonic, Tails, and Eggman.
So as you might expect, the program features little animations of Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Robotnik that cycle through various pieces of Sonic art. You can also be set to play music from the Genesis games.
Let's see if he says that.
There aren't really that much high quality images of it.
Oh,
Just
you
some
skipped
stuff from
over
Sonic
one
the
part.
Hedgehog.
I'm really shocked you skipped over part of that.
You may be aware of some of these images from Sonic Jam because you can view them in the art gallery, which is how I and I'm pretty sure many other people became aware of these images.
Let's see if he says the exact same thing in like 10 seconds.
Unfortunately, there isn't any particularly high-quality video of this program running on YouTube. Best I have are some GIFs from Sonic the Hedgehog. So someday I guess I'm gonna have to...
So you stole his fucking thing and then you didn't even fucking show the thing that he was showing. But okay, I guess this is what we do now. This is what we fucking do. We just steal content outright.
track down a copy of this shit and capture some high-quality footage on a virtual machine or something. You may recognize these pictures if you've played Sonic Jam, as you can view them in the art gallery, which is how I first became aware of this art. However,
Cybershow, you became aware of this art? This is the exact same way that good old Stik got aware of this art. Weird that you guys have so much stuff in common. You must be brothers. You must be brothers to have the exact same fucking story.
But sadly, there's also some high quality exclusive art that is not found in Sonic Jam. So I guess I'm gonna have to track some of this down one day.
there's also some exclusive official art in the screensaver which isn't found in Sonic Jam. Mostly it's just character art, but there are some clean versions of some box art which is pretty cool. Speaking of arts,
To be fair, it isn't really anything that special. It's mostly character art, but there are also some pretty clean renders.
There it is. That came a few seconds late. That's what he said a few seconds beforehand. So you're dragging out your stolen content. Good for you. Good for you.
Of some box art too. And it also came with some of these really cool Windows icons, which I just enjoy staring at for some reason.
someone had to make these little Windows icons for the program, and you know what? I like them. Did a good job, whoever made these icons. Although they do call Knuckles Knack for some reason. Something else I
Let's see
find
if he points out that.
But for whatever reason, they do call Knuckles Knack.
Weird.
Hey, save that name for Knack the Weasel.
Oh, you added something new. Don't get too original. You're gonna scare me. You're gonna spook me straight out of this video if you add too much of your own opinions to this. Don't try to add shit. You might as well just fucking re-upload Cybershell's whole video.
Probably my favorite part about this art is that if Sonic and Tails are out there posing, then who's piloting the tornado?
Okay, there's another joke.
concerning is related to the cover art. If Sonic and Tails are out here posing, then who the fuck is piloting the tornado?
Ah, such originality. The future of Sonic tubing is looking bright. Now we have rip-offs of better Sonic content, but they suck because they have no personality. This is great. This is really the peak of Sonic tubing. This is the best shit I've ever seen.
Now I know some of you guys might be asking where the heck did this art come from?
You guys might be asking where the heck my video came from, because it sure the fuck isn't original.
And the answer to that is apparently they were drawn for a Sega magazine called Sega Harmony.
I don't believe you would know what Sega Harmony is. You're too young. You're too young to know what Sega Harmony is, and I know you didn't fucking look for it. I bet you Cybershell says the exact same thing right at this point.
Where did this art come from? Did they seriously draw all these pictures just for the screensaver? That doesn't seem likely. Well, apparently they were drawn by Naoto Oshima for an official magazine/newsletter that was distributed internally to Japanese Sega employees called Harmony.
So, you cut out shit too. You can't even one-for-one copy his video correctly. You leave out shit. You leave out the whole Naoto Oshima part. You left out information necessary for this video, so you're not even copying him correctly.
And it was distributed internally to Sega employees only. Not that much about it is known, other than it ended in 1998 and started somewhere in the early 90s. So I take to Google to find some information. And I do the highly skilled technique of searching Sega Harmony in the Google search bar.
Oh, an original joke. Let's see if that joke came from anywhere.
Not a lot of details are known about it, other than it ended in 1998, as well as the fact it was not distributed regularly, with there generally being 1 or 2 months between issues. Man, it sure would be cool to be able to read one of these. It'd be fascinating to learn some behind-the-scenes info about what it was like to work at Sega during the 90s. Wonder what cool new insights we'd get into the history of the company and the franchises they've created. Fortunately, we'll never know, I guess, since nobody has found one, or if they have, they haven't scanned it and put it online yet. Hell, there aren't even any pictures of these magazines, even on Sega Retro. These Sega Retro
So he can't even copy this right. He didn't want to put in all that time and effort to say exactly what he said. He skims over large chunks of his video. He's gonna plagiarize in moderation. He's not gonna steal every word. He's just gonna steal most of them. All the charming and funny stuff that actually builds upon the video and gives you more info that you could really use, that can be thrown out.
Guys, we're obviously a lot smarter than me who could probably kick my ass at Sonic Brain Ranking. If even they don't have a fucking picture of this shit, we're fucked. Well, I suppose I'm gonna give it a shot anyways. So I use the top secret advanced research technique of typing Sega Harmony into Google and clicking on a bunch of shit.
Oh, that's the exact same thing that our good friend fucking Stik did. You guys are real fucking Google intellectuals here. Dear God, I'm fucking tired of this. 18 people saw this, me included, and haven't called him out for it. So let me fix that. Let me fix that. There we go. That's a nice comment. I'll just leave that right there. That'll be a present for him. So yeah, that was Stik. I would say don't do this shit. It's okay to be inspired by people. It's okay for you to really like someone and want to do similar stuff to them. But when you want to do that, you have to come up with your own unique ways of paying homage to them. You can't just straight up copy everything they say almost word for word. You are basically an unfunny version of Cybershell, and you won't get away with this. If you made at least another one of these videos and you actually did get popular from this, people would instantly know you're copying Cybershell. Cybershell was one of the most popular Sonic tubers around. You're not gonna get away with it. Stop copying people and come up with your own personality, come up with your own content. It's fine to take influence from people, but you can't straight up plagiarize people. So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you really like it, share it. If you want to see more, then subscribe. Bye guys.